Hi, crafty friends. Mary here. I have a card share for you today. I made a card with, this is the card. I has this really cute bunny and this shaker card. Well, shaker element. It was supposed to be a shaker element, but the carrots inside don't really shake that much. But that's okay. It's still cute. Let me show you the products I used. Okay, I started with the background. The paper in the background comes from this pad of paper, and I think this was a couple years old. It's, what is it called? It just says Collection Easter Time by Antiquite. Yeah, I got it at, I think I got it at Tuesday morning, back when they were still around. But it's a really cute Easter theme collection. Um, and here's the carrot one. Here's the carrot pattern, just carrots in different directions. And I thought it went really well with the carrots on her dress and also the shaker element that I put the carrots in. Also, if you remember, I had posted another card from that I had made earlier, and I said that I didn't remember where the paper came from. It turns out that the paper, that yellow paper with the bunny in the background, came from this pad also. So, so it came from that pad, really cute pad. The Happy Easter came from this Avriel Easter card or carrot card. It's this little Happy Easter here. And I stamped it onto this Impression Obsession flag die. It's the smallest of the flags, of the three flag. So it's, and it's, I mean, it looks small on this, but it's a good size. It's, let me look at the ruler. It measures just shy of 1¼ inch. Yeah, just shy of that. So it's not a bad size. And then so that one was for the little tag. The bunny itself is from Impression Obsession also, and it's just so cute. She's just so cute. I fussy cut around her, and it was actually pretty simple to fussy cut around her, even though the little sprigs of flower here, I kind of just did as close as I could. But if you look real close, I mean, I didn't really get really close to those little flowers. Just try to get as close as I could, and it still looks fine. I have no problem with it. The same for the carrots. I could have tried cutting her out on my brother's Scan and Cut, but I just did it by hand. And she came out really, I like how she came out. So I colored her with light grays and a little pink on the ears, and blues and oranges and a little yellow for her tights. So she's, and she's pretty good size. She's a pretty good size stamp. I really like her. There's a boy bunny also in the same style. I think his name is Bob. Yeah, I think he's Carrot Bob or something like that. I'm not sure. But her number is G19086. I wish they would include the name of the stamp. I think they do when you buy them from another vendor. Like I have stamps from them that come from like Simon Says when I buy them from other vendors, or scrapbook.com, and they have the name and the number. But when you get them from Impression Obsession, for some reason they don't label with the name of the stamp. I don't know why they do that, but I wish they do. Like for example, I went back and I wrote down the name of this die so that I can, because I like when I keep track in my inventory on my computer. I have a picture of all my stamps and dies, all my products, and I not only include the name of the die, but also the the product number. Like in this case, die 015-F. keep the track of that. So I will go in and jot down the name of her. But she's really cute. Highly recommend her. She's adorable. And she's, I mean, she's obviously an Easter rabbit, carrots, Easter looking image. But I think you could get away with her, sending her with the thing. Like, for example, this Avery Owl stamp and the sentiment, your 24 karat friend, would go really well with with her because she's holding up carrots. You could color the carrots in gold and put this sentiment and send it to a friend, and I think that would be really cute card. So for like a birthday or just like a friendship card. So that's an idea. Okay, so that's another of the dies that I use. And now for the shaker, it's not a shaker die per se, but I use this die by Anna Wight, and I used it as for my shaker mechanism. And like I said, I used that, and then I used this other die that has the carrots. I have extra carrots in there. I used it and I stamped it. I just die cut it from white and then just colored the carrots green and orange with distressed ink, and then put them into my shaker element. It's a very thin border here, so I used really thin. Let me grab some. I have really thin, what do you call it, dimensional adhesive all the way around it. And in some cases you can see it, but you really have to be close to see it. I don't think anybody would have an issue, especially since I kept the frame white. So yeah, I don't think anybody has an issue. And then for my acetate, and I just basically, I didn't cut it because if you go to cut, you're going to end up cutting the inside. Because let me grab the die real quick and I'll show you. I don't want the whole drawer. If you go to cut the acetate, it's going to cut the inner piece as well as the outer piece. So you wouldn't get just the outer piece. So you have to manually cut the acetate. So what I did is I manually cut slightly around it, and then I trimmed it. I flipped it over and I just trimmed it so that it was, behind, very jagged, because nobody's going to see it, but the acetate was behind the scallop as opposed to cutting all the scallops. It was quicker. So, and once again, you can't really see it behind, so no need to worry about it. And for my carrots, in some cases, I actually glued a couple of them together so they would stay in a certain position and not move around. I think I should have. I think they're so big. They do move around a little bit, but they're not true shaker. I mean, they don't move a lot. Like, they'll move around a little bit, but with the stems and everything, they're kind of so clumped together. But it's fine. I like it. And then I added another one right over the sentiment because I think it needed something up here on the outside. But I think it's really cute. So far I think this is one of my favorite cards. But I say that about all of them, so I'm not sure. So yeah, so I really like this die, and I think it makes a great shaker window. And then for a little extra fluff and a little extra texture, I added some what do you call these things? Like, they're not ribbon, they're fibers that I had in my stash, and I've had them, I swear, I think I've had these for like 20 years. I found them in the drawer because I've been slowly cleaning my craft room, and I found them buried in a drawer full of old ribbon and fibers and stuff like that from my scrapbooking days. I went through it and decided, let's start using some of this stuff, or if I don't like it anymore, get rid of it. So I put it in here because with 2 oranges and 1 green so that it matches the carrots. But so that's that card. So yeah, so a lot of products from Impression Obsession, some dies and a stamp, and a little sentiment from Avery Al to make this one card. But you have to go, don't be afraid to gather, products from a lot of different lines and bring them all together to make something. The bunny is new, and this is new. I got this recently. Because I got it with the purpose of using them together with it in mind, because she was I wanted to keep that in mind. So, and I have a couple of other plans for them. So this is the card, and on the inside I kept it really simple. I haven't stamped anything inside, but I have a little piece of the pattern paper left, and I just put it down here, and that's it. So that's my card share for right now. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time, take care.